Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to EleWebDev, which is short for Elementor website development. And nobody's here. That's sad. Oh well. I'll just have a show anyway with all types of juicy stuff, and if you miss it on the live, that's your loss. You could ask questions. You can engage and chit-chat with me. I come live once a week, and you'll just have to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified when I go live and offer you lots of juicy information for Elementor, plugins, and great stuff to use with Elementor. Although we're going to go off the rails today with an alternative, which I am considering only because my geek inside is bored and I need some toy to play with in order to get me enthusiastic about web development again. We've all been waiting a little too long for something shiny and new in Elementor to have fun with. And so, speaking of that, speaking of something shiny and new, mark your calendars, boys and girls. If you love Elementor as much as I do, because I've made an entire YouTube channel about it, you'll want to check in on Thursday, November 10th at 11 to 11:45, because they're probably going to save only 15 minutes for a big, fat, juicy drop of 3.8 and the loop builder that's coming to Elementor. We've waited far too long for this, but yet, alas, here it is. And so I've tinkered a little bit with it on the Elementor Cloud account. So yeah, it's a loop builder, and I'm sure it's going to get better as time goes on. I'm not saying it's bad now. I'm saying they're getting the major functionality that we've been screaming for, and I'm sure they'll add little tidbits that will make it even better. So that is what we all need to mark our calendars for, because it's on my calendar. And I know where I will be on November 10th at 11 o'clock. So that is that. And I didn't put okay, note to self, put live chat, eyeball, live chat in the other scene. Okay, alrighty. We're good. Where is everybody? Where are my peeps? Have they abandoned me? I'm feeling a little sad today, but they'll probably pop up here in a little bit. So that was news nugget number 1, that Elementor is having its live show. I have a plug-in to show you today. There's some quirks and interesting things that may or may not be working 100% with Elementor. And there is a problem in a WordPress thing, and we're going to go through, I'm going to recreate these problems and see if we can get somebody to fix them for us. Alrighty. So while we're waiting for everyone, have I lost my peeps? It looks like I have. But needless to say, I will move on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Let me move this over here. Let me get my screen ready. Minimize that. Okay. And, yeah, we're going to go ahead and slip my shoe off because, yeah, the next question is, do I have the right? We'll just hold on just a second. No, of course. Wait, hold on. Yes, it is ready. So if I hit this button, please let it work. Of course not. Okay. So let me fix that. I'm having technical difficulties. Don't you worry your pretty little head, because I'm going to fix it right now while you listen to me ramble on and on and on. Well, it says it's there. So I'm just going to click it again. And then I'm going to, let's see, there's that button. Okay. Am I moving? Oh, yes. Okay. Let's hit that button again. Oh, okay, boys and girls, I'm going to have to go away for just a second, because what happens with the Elgato pedal is that it loses its mind sometimes, and I'm going to have to go under the desk. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm going to have to go under the desk, unplug it in the dark underneath the table because, you know, this room doesn't have a lot of light. Unplug and replug for it to reassess that it is connected so that when I hit the buttons, it will change scenes. So hold on just a moment. I will be right back with you. So embarrassing, but you know, it's a live show and you just have to do what you have to do to make a live show work. Okay, let's hit that button. Let me get this off the screen. 1, 2, 3, go. See, it works. You have to unplug it and plug it back in. Note to self, I will put that in my live show checklist. Make sure your pedal works before you go live. But, it's a learning experience all about life. Okay, here we are. So let me fix this just real quick. Hold on just a second. Just a second, boys and girls. I thought that I was ready today. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, that's perfect. You just have to pick the right scene. Alrighty, so why am I showing you local WP? Well, I am showing you local WP because of the fact that I am, yeah, boys and girls, I'm just going to have fun. Yes, I am. I'm having fun right behind you, and you don't know what's going on. You have no idea what's going on in the background. Don't you love just a live show with a preview button? You just wait your pretty little head. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, it's not like I've taken this class 3 times to figure out how to use this software. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, I am typing an address behind the scenes. If I could spell it right. Yes, we are. Okay. All right. All right, let me get rid of that because that's just going to be a distraction. I'm coming back with you. If you're wondering what this local WP is all about, we're going to switch to I'm with you, boys and girls. I really am. We're going to switch to this. So what is local WP? If you're new to this channel and you're watching this channel for the first time, local WP is a piece of software that you can install on your computer. Hold on just a second. You know, it's a live show. Please laugh with me and not against me. Yep. There we go. You don't need to see my bookmarks. And local WP, I'm going to get right there with you. Local WP is a piece of software you install on your computer that creates an environment for WordPress. You don't have to have a hosting provider. You just install this piece of software and the environment for WordPress will work on your computer. So that if you want to tinker with Elementor, Elementor Pro, any type of plugin on your computer and not have the entire world see what you're doing. And I'm having a dog problem. Yeah, I have a dog barking outside. She wants in, and so she's barking. So here's what we're going to do, boys and girls. It is a hot trash of a show, and nobody's here, and that's okay with me. It's live, and it's being recorded. If you'll just excuse me one more minute, it's just a hot trash show today. Dumpster fire of problems all over the place. And I had the same thing happen last time. And you know what? We just laugh and roll with it. So if you'll excuse me, I have to leave the set again. I have a dog barking on the back porch, and I don't want to annoy my neighbors at 9 o'clock in the morning while they're probably still sleeping because most of them are retired. Just a moment. Okay, that was fun. Okay, let me just put my ears back in. Yeah, it's a live show. And I just want to say that I am so glad that I am the age I am and that I have, oh, hey, we have a viewer. I see a number 1 on there. Howdy do. So glad to have you here, whoever you are. If you are a subscriber and have been here for at least 2 days, please say a little chit chat in the comments. I would love to hear from you. So we'll go back to where I was before I was rudely interrupted because the dogs were barking on the porch. So yeah, wrong scene. This is the one. Okay, so we're talking about local WP. And I'll just review it for that new person that's here. LocalWP.com is a piece of software that allows WordPress to work on your computer locally so that you don't have to spend a dime on web hosting in order to have a WordPress environment. So let's go back to where I was before. Here. And why am I here? I am here because, oh, y'all, I'm serious. We got dog problems all over the place. That's why I wasn't here when you showed up, because I had to go get the dogs out on the porch. Okay. So I'm going to create a new site in LocalWP. So I'm giving you a demonstration of the software. So I'm going to, all of these, circle please. It doesn't work because I'm in a piece of software. Okay, that's all right. You can see my pointer though. Yes, you can, right there. Woo, woo, woo. I'm going to come down here to the big plus sign in the lower left corner. And I'm going to create a new site. As you can see, I've got many sites that I've already built. Can you build more? Oh, but yes, you can. So I'm going to create another one. You can create all kinds of development processes, install certain plugins, certain other page builders besides Elementor. Who would want to? I don't know. And I'm going to call this e-containers. C-O-N-T. Oops, if I can spell. But who can spell when their dogs are having a wrestle session in the other room? Container. Yes, I can spell container. Okay. This is what the domain name is going to be once it creates the site. Woo! It's such a wonderful show today. I'm losing my voice. I'm so stressed. Excuse me. And it tells you where it's going to be installed on your computer. If that is good for you, you don't ever have to open the advanced options because it normally is okay. So we're going to hit continue. And 9 times out of 9 times out of 10, you don't want to change any of these settings, but if you have some sort of custom PHP version web server, you just want to do that. I'm going to hit my mute button just for a second so I can control these wild horses that are dogs in my house. Just a second. Okay, now we're back. Yes, I just want to make sure that muted my microphone because that would have been awkward. Okay, if you do want to have something custom because you're going to move this to another environment at some time, go right ahead. So I'm just going to hit preferred because it just tells you what is going to be installed. And we'll hit continue. And what we're going to call it, I'm just going to call it E-C-O-N-T, e-container, as the WordPress username. This is a standard WordPress installation. And I'm going to, just because it is local, and nobody's going to see this, and I'm the only one that ever touches this computer, I'm going to make a unsecure password. I don't recommend this. I don't recommend this unless you are doing the same thing that I am on a local installation. If you were on a public hosted WordPress installation, please make sure that you have numbers, letters, and symbols. And I'm going to have to reprimand my dogs again because they're making noise on the set. Oh my goodness. Yes, I've got a 5-month-old puppy and an 8-year-old dog. And the 8-year-old could be 5 months as well. So they are just having a wrestling good time. Apologize, live show, you got to go with it. Okay. Unsecure password. So I'm just going to put the same thing as the username. Please don't do this in a live environment on the web hosting. container. Can I spell? No. So they're dots. So I'm just going to e-container. And make sure that email address is the correct one you want to be emailed to should you forget your password or you typed it in wrong because all you see is dots. Alrighty, advanced options, 9 times out of 9, you won't need to do any of this because it only asks you if it is a multi-site. And 9 times out of 9, it will be a no. So we'll just move on and hit that add site. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Under 20 seconds and you're ready to go. Isn't that fun? How long does it take normally with a web hosting provider? 2 minutes or more? Wow, that was fast. Everything's there. WordPress is ready to go. Aren't we having fun? One person watching me. Yes, we are having fun today. So that is why LocalWP is my favorite piece of software. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the WP admin, but I can't do it because it's only sharing LocalWP. So I'm going to hit, before we do that, a lovely little piece of information in LocalWP. Right here it says one-click admin. It says off. We want to turn that on. Why? Because when we click this WP admin, it has saved the username and password in some sort of magical thing. And when I click that button, it will auto log me in, and that's what we want to have happen. So I'm going to turn this switch from on, and there's the admin username. So for whatever reason, it's going to know what the password is. So when we hit WP admin, it will open up in your browser of choice on your computer. It will auto log you in and take you to the back admin section. Now, when I hit this, nothing's going to happen because I'm in the wrong scene. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my scene right now. There we are. So now when I hit this WP admin, my browser will open up. Boop. And there we are. We are ready to go. And I see, this is what I love to do. This screen, now I can turn on my pointer. Screen options, top corner. I'm going to turn off, so sorry, my voice is stressed out because we've had a hot trash Elementor show today. Dogs and technical difficulties, not working. So drink some water. Screen options, here we go. Screen options. I go here because I don't like to see any of this stuff. I have squirrel syndrome, and I will just go down a rabbit hole reading all the advertisements on the page. So I know to turn all of that off. How do we do that again? Screen options, so that you are not ocularly violated by all types of things coming at you at the dashboard. So that's why I do that. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to go to plugins because this is a brand new fresh installation. Hey, somebody's here. I got 2 people watching. Howdy do. Glad to have you here. We're going to plugins. This is a fresh new install of WordPress, and I'm going to add a new plugin. And guess which plugin I'm going to add? If you said Elementor, you would be correct. Elementor, E-N-T-O-R. You know, it's one of those days where I'm so frazzled I can't spell. All right, we're going to install Elementor. Why? Because this is EleWebDev, Elementor website development show. And we're going to hit activate. Yes, we are. Okay, now I love you, Elementor, and I love your installation, but I'm just going to skip everything, skippy-doo. But I am going to hit this button which says continue with Hello Theme. Yes, because that's the only theme you need. And that's nice. We're going to hit, this is what you're, no. We're going to skip this. Just hit yes, hello. Don't need a logo because this is just a testing installation. Blah, blah. We're going to hit skip again. And what did it do in the background? Well, it opened up a page. We're just going to hit publish, and we'll delete this page because at any rate, what did it do? Okay, we're going to click the hamburger menu up here. Hamburger menu. Yep, up here in the top corner. And I'm going to click it. I'm going to say exit. Now it's going to ask me, where do I want to exit to? Well, I don't know why we would want a choice, because I doubt you would want to go to all the posts. Maybe you're a person who's a blogger and you want to always go back to the posts. Why would you want to always go back to this specific post? Makes no sense. I don't even know why we have these choices. I think everybody would want to exit out back to the dashboard. But we have a choice now, and I'm going to hit apply. And I'm going to hit cancel. Just as a word to the wise, if you ever see this leave site and it's asking changes were made, may not be saved, just know that when you come right down here, you know that your page has not been saved. We need to hit that update button. So that's what I'm going to do. Before I do that, I have to hit cancel, because you have to answer that question and then hit update. Now we can exit, please. And since we set it to always the dashboard, that's where we are. Alrighty, now we have had Elementor open up another screen option. We're going to turn that off because I don't want to see it. And I'll close up the screen options right here. And I'll close that up. Alrighty, so we're going to go back to our plugins, and there is Elementor. Not going to install the Pro version, but we are going to go into Elementor and go to Tools. Nope, I mess it up every time. It's in Settings. And we're going to go to Experiments. Yes, we are, because I installed this WordPress installation just for the reason to use the Flexbox container. Because I'm going to be Flexbox container is coming. It's going to be hopefully finalized in the next 3.8 version when it gets revealed. Inactive. Nope. I'm talking and not thinking and knowing what I'm doing. So I'm going to set Flexbox container to active, because Flexbox is coming. I'm going to save those changes, and we're going to close that. Because if you were, I don't think anybody was here for my little news tidbit, so I'm going to go there right now. So just to remind you, make sure your Thursday, November 10th is clear on your calendar, whatever your time zone is, from 11 to 11:45 Eastern. That would be for me in the United States. Elementor is having its 3.8 live show, and they're going to be introducing the loop builder and more, which I'm sure they're going to be talking about the container. So save a spot on November 10th for that information. So be there or be square. So I'm going to switch back to here. And let's continue with, that was the demonstration. I just wanted to make sure that I could get a demonstration of local WP, install WordPress, and get Elementor installed for you in a fast fashion there. I'm going to change gears. Well, not necessarily. We're going to go back to our plugins, because I want to share a plugin with you. Excuse me just a moment. I have, the wrestling match has continued with my dogs. Okay. She's 5 months old, and she gets very whiny and excited, and so I'm sure you could have heard that, so I need to just stop the wrestling match. Okay, we're going to add a new plugin, and that plugin is called, now I found this plugin a couple days ago, and it may not be for you, but it may be an option for you if you have a lot of icons you're looking for. It's called Sky Boot. Sky Boot. And here it is. It is Sky Boot custom icons for Elementor. Elementor icons library, 14,000 plus icons. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, only 2 of the libraries they pull in are worth installing. There may be some rogue icon that you really, really need, It was updated 2 months ago, which means they just probably installed the libraries and that's about it. It's compatible with our WordPress version, but 12 people of 10,000 active installations say that it's a wonderful plugin. But me being a developer, we're just install it and I'll show you how it works. Alrighty, and we'll activate that thing. And it adds itself right here, Skyboot icons. It has its own menu item in the dashboard. And so we'll just go to the settings and see what Skyboot is all about. Skyboot custom icons of Elementor. Oh, 14,055 icons. Okay. And so it tells you the icon name, which linear icons I've heard before, iconic icons, Ico Moon, Ico Font, elegant icons, dev, especially if you're a developer, and you want to have things like the GitHub logo and HTML5, CSS3, all of those. We're just going to, this link takes you to the page that shows you what plugins are installed. See, it's got all of the GitHub icons. It's got database icons, the HTML5, CSS3. It's got Gulp, NPM, Linux, Apple, the App Store, you know, all these wonderful development icons. There are not many here, but if you're like, gee whiz, I wish I had that icon available, well, you can go back to WordPress and 100, are you telling me there's 191 on that page? That can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't see how that's possible on that page. I possibly can't count, but that's a lot of, doesn't look like a lot of icons, but anyway. So looking at the list and the number of icons, y'all, it's a wrestling match that just won't stop with 2 dogs in the room. I may have to banish them sooner or later. Excuse me just a moment while I mute my microphone and attend to the dogs. Goodness. Okay. Yes. It's another fun time with the, hey, howdy do, Imran. I'm so glad to see you. Hi there in the chat. So glad to see you. Since you are here, I'm going to switch the conversation. I'm going over a plugin that I just found called Skyboot Icons. Let's go back to the plugins page. Skyboot custom icons for Elementor. And it adds a menu item, Skyboot, and we'll go to the settings. So here are the icon branding names and how many plugins are installed. I say icon font with its 2000 and line awesome are basically the only ones that are worth installing. But if you have some particular icon installed or that you want installed, you can go look and see if it's in this because you go to the page of the icons. But since Imran is here, I'm going to switch the topic. We'll come back here in just a moment. I want to talk about bricks. You are all into bricks right now. And somebody in the Web Squadron Facebook page talked about this lovely thing right here. And I watched the YouTube video on BricsForge, and my geek was super juiced about this BricsForge. If you don't know what BricsForge is, hold on just a minute. I have a YouTube link for you. Because I saw the video, I've watched probably 50% of it, and I had something else to do. So I'm going to put this lovely link in the chat for you to partake in. That was very interesting. It's very developy. It's not for a beginner. But I saw the video on that, which I just posted in the chat. The pricing is going to change, obviously. Here it is, right here. Early bird, $200 for lifetime. Or is it lifetime? Yes, limited lifetime offer for $200. I thought I turned those off. Okay. So there's that. It's a little pricey for one site. And for a year, $100. That's interesting. So anyway, also I know that Bricks is having a sale, and it's going to go bye-bye in its prices very soon. And so I'm tempted. I am very tempted to go here with Bricks. Now, I haven't watched all of your YouTube videos, but let's have a conversation about this. Because, yes, we all want something in our pocket. We always want to, something, your main thing isn't working. If XD isn't working, you always got a Photoshop in your back pocket. And so I'm interested in having something in my back pocket, and maybe, let's just say this. Let's get real. It's because I'm bored, and nothing's really happening in the Elementor world. We have to wait till Elementor has its 3.8 chit-chat session coming up soon on November 11th. No, 10th, November 10th. Let me make that clear. At 11 o'clock. See, I'm not with it today. November 10th. Mark your calendars for November 10th at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You do the math on your own time zone. So yes, Bricks is quite easy to learn, and I'm not doing anything funky or coded yet, and I think it makes my tasks more efficient, as Imran says. Yes. So there's that. If you're not wanting to do anything funky or coded, Bricks is an option. But both Imran and I both have our hearts with Elementor because it's just easy. It's just easy. I'm not saying Bricks is difficult. It's just something different. Okay. He says, best example is custom carousels. You will use EleCustom and then create 10 template shortcodes. You just use the nestable carousel, and it's all done in one screen. Okay. Rather than jumping around in templates from screen to screen. Yeah. Each page builder, hey, let's throw Divi in the mix. Divi has its pros over Elementor. Elementor has its pros over Divi, and vice versa. I mean, you choose your flavor, whatever floats your boat. And if you are someone who builds websites for a living, you're just going to find that magical glove that fits you perfectly for your workflow, whether that be Divi, Bricks, Elementor, or something else. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, using Elementor for basic sites. Yes. I'm wanting to use, what's that? Dynamic OO. I want to use, I have it. I pay for it every year. And I just don't use it. I know these powerful plugins have their reason and have their popularity. And, if I needed to have a PDF file dynamically created and emailed to a client, hey, Dynamic OO is for you. And then Oliver, thank you, Oliver, for showing up. But for the moment, not a lot of plugins with Bricks. So Bricks doesn't have any extra functionality except what's inside of it in the moment, it seems, from Oliver's comment. Yes, and as Imran says, I'll keep Elementor too. Yeah, I had to have a conversation with myself. I had to sit down, and I was like this close to buying Bricks, and I was like, whoa, 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 pump the brakes, pump the brakes. What are we going to use it for? Because we use Elementor for everything I do. I have a channel dedicated for Elementor. That's why I have EleWebDev, because it's Elementor website development. And I just don't want to throw a brick at the window and start doing bricks tutorials. But again, you know, it's always nice to have something in your back pocket should a opportunity arise that you need an alternative for. So I kind of pump the brakes when it comes to, why do I need bricks? I don't know. Because I don't build websites for the masses. I don't have an agency. I'm just a teacher, person that loves to educate people about web development and Elementor. So it's nice to have an alternative in your back pocket. So yeah, there's that. But yes, I want to go back to this screen right here. It got dark because this website's dark and it's not showing a lot of light on me. I am very interested in this Bricks Forge. Again, I have posted in the chat comments, look up above because there's been some conversation, for the link for this Bricks Forge. You know, the tinkering nerd in me got very excited about the Bricks Forge. Let's just take a look at its roadmap. There is no roadmap. They want your ideas. It seems as though Web Squadron, Imran, has gone about his busy day. He's busy all the time. No, he's still here. Well, somebody dropped off, and I only see a number 1, but both Oliver and Imran are still here. Well, that little viewer number is a lie. Oliver says he's on Elementor for the moment. Too many plugins bought for it. Yep, you're committed. You're committed, Oliver. But maybe in the future. Yes. Let me just move this around. Maybe in the future, Oliver may think about bricks. Okay, I think, yes, Imran got to pick up his son from school. You know what, here we'll do. Bricks Forge. I will I buy it? Well, if I want to, it looks very interesting. It looks very, very interesting. Is Bricks Forge for me? Well, let's just see what they have to say. You can easily create great things with bricks. Still, of course, the limitations, okay. Beyond the standard features, Bricks Forge is a plugin that extends bricks functionality. It allows you to develop your projects even more efficiently, think outside the box, or outside the brick in this case. Bricks Forge is not just a set of elements. It's a goal to give you more options and flexibility by extending the functionality. Flexibility and functionality. Whew, that's just juicy in one sentence. Also, Bricks Forge includes many tools customized for the builder, blah, blah, blah. Very useful teams for your client, for example. Pre-designed fixed elements, Bricks Forge might not be the right choice for you. If you just want to plug in with pre-designed fixed elements, templates basically, Bricks Forge might not be the right choice for you. There are other plugins that do just that. Well, Oliver just let us know that there weren't that many plugins for bricks right now. But Bricks Forge definitely is a tool for you if you really enjoy working with bricks. Well, I don't right at the moment, but don't you poke me with your nose. You've been outside. I have a puppy that is 5 months old. And when she pokes me with her nose in my leg, that means she has to go outside. Well, we're not doing that right now. And don't chew my cords. More possibilities, flexibility. Do I need programming skills? Oh, that's a beginner's question. No, definitely not. Bricks Forge has been developed so that any user can work with it. It's pretty much a UI. It's a user interface, not unlike the drag and drop with Elementor. So I'm interested in this because it really got the geek inside of me revved up and excited, which I have not been revved up and excited in quite some time. I'm sorry, I'm just very distracted because I have a puppy. What are you doing? Yeah, you're trying to chew a headphone. No, you're not. Okay. Oh, the life of a puppy. Which Bricks version? Do you have any other questions? Yes, which Brick version do you? Bricks Forge requires at least Bricks 1.5.1. Well, we're going to switch to the Bricks page. And does it say what version it is? Visual full site editing. And I do need to go back to Imran's channel of Web Squadron. It's that kind of day where my brain is not attached to my mouth. And just take a look at Bricks. You know, I will not abandon, absolutely, to my viewers, I will not abandon Elementor. It will be a #1 and foremost the important thing for this channel, because everybody's here for Elementor. But I am just a geek and a nerd, and I like to play with web development things. So sorry for my voice. And Bricks just might be that little shiny thing that I need to play with to have my geek satisfied. So with that, you know, we've talked about Bricks enough. This is not the Bricks channel. See, people keep popping in and leaving because they think I'm talking about Bricks. And this is an Elementor channel. So let us go back to where we were before. And we were talking about the plugin that I had just installed. I have to pick up children, be back quickly. Okay, yes, Oliver, you come on back. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. So where was I? I was talking about wrong site installation. Let's go back here. Yes, we're talking about Skyboot plugin. And Skyboot plugin, let's go back to the plugins. There we are. Skyboot custom icons for Elementor. Elementor icons library. So if we go to Skyboot right here, which I have installed, and we go to the settings, which I was just at, you can see the name of the icon font family, how many icons it has in the library, and if you want to find out more, there's a link that takes you to all of the links. And yeah, that was a panic moment. I'm sure you saw my eyes, because I have to end the stream in 15 minutes. So let's go manage the icons. Now, this is what's wonderful. The plugin is not just jam-packed with all of the icon font libraries. You can turn on and off any ones that you choose to have loaded. Let me go back to the General tab. I want to install Icon Font and Line Awesome. So what we'll do is Icon Font and Line Icons. Line Icon and Icon Font, because they have the biggest libraries. And we're going to save those changes. Boop. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how do you get to them? All right, so let's go to a page, all pages, open in new tab. And let's just take this Elementor 6 and edit with Elementor, this generic number 6 page. And if you come down here, let's see. I think what you have to do is you have to use a icon, and we take the icon and we drop it on the page. And we go to the icon library, just like you would normally install, not install, but drag and drop a icon on the page. And look right down here. My libraries. This is coming from Skyboot. And these are the only 2 libraries that I clicked on for it to load through. So if I go to Icon Font, sorry, had to correct a puppy. If I click on it, it's going to load just those icons. If you needed a fancy schmancy looking crown, we're going to click that crown and insert that on the page. Because if you go back to the icon library and all icons, and you say crown, you know, here's the regular crown that just doesn't look all that great. Here are all the crowns. So that's another thing. It will filter and include the other icon libraries that you have installed. Let's see. What do we want? A wrench. Give me a wrench. Let's see what a wrench. See? Here's your regular font icon, font awesome icon. And then we've got a fancy schmancy, almost realistic icon that looks like a wrench. And there it is. And so we'll go to style and we'll go to size and we'll make it bigger. Bigger. There we go. So yeah, that's just if you need alternative fancy schmancy icons included in your Elementor installation, let me drag and drop an icon on there again and go back to the icon library. So it does include and it filters in and includes in your search for computer. Well, we don't really have, let's just go, where do we want to go? I don't know. Let's just click on these line icons and see what's, that's a toy. Please stop. Puppies, puppies. Yes, yes. If that annoys you, I apologize. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? We're just scrolling down. Cars, carts. Yeah, if you need another cart icon for your WooCommerce and you want just a line, let's just go back to the line. Let's go cart. All icons, C-A-R-T. Yeah, if you don't want one of these big chunky filled in carts, you can have just a line drawing of a cart right there. A full cart. Oh, look, let's see what the full cart looks like. So you have just another nice line drawing of a cart. So that is the review of, let's go back to settings, of the Skyboot icons. Skyboot, okay, we're going to go back to the plugins. Skyboot custom icons for, specifically, Elementor. And what I was doing the other day, the reason why I brought this up is because I installed advanced custom fields. And so when I type advanced custom, of course advanced custom fields showed up, but also the Skyboot, because the custom word was in its name, showed up and I was like, oh, look, there's all these custom icons. So you may want to use it. It may add, too much bloat for your website. And maybe you're just looking for one icon and you're just going to grab it as an SVG and throw it in your media library instead. There's another option alternative instead of pulling in an entire icon font library. But hey, you might just want to do that. Alrighty, what else have I got on the list? Oh, okay. So let's build something real quick. Okay, let's go back to my pages. It seems to be a problem with, and let me just set this up. Okay, let me go here real quick, and then let me set this up over here. Just a moment, please. Okay, there we are. So here's the problem. Let me open up a page. All right, here we go. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me go back. Get out. Sorry, I'm coming, y'all. I promise. Go to pages. All right, here we are. This isn't going to work the way I have it set up. So let's go and take a look at what I'm doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, appearance and menus. I'm going to create a menu real quick. And menu name is main, and we're just going to hit create menu. And we want to add this one, add that to the menu. And we'll add the sample page. Come on. Yep. Add to menu. Okay, so we have two items, and we're going to hit save menu. All right, I'm doing this very fast, which is now I need to go to Elementor. I need to go into settings. I need to go to experiments, and I need to, because I don't have Pro installed, activate that. Hello, it's the header theme button. There it is. And I need to go to need to go to the theme. Hello, theme details. Y'all, it's been a hot minute since I've been in here. I forget how to use the Hello Themes header footer builder. Header footer builder. Blah, blah, blah. Templates. Header footer builder. I've forgotten how to do this. I've turned it on. But why can't I find it for the menu? To add it into the header and footer. Yep, it's been a hot minute. Let's go to the theme builder. Header footer. There we go. It's locked. Y'all, come on now. Oh, see, I'm not used to this. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch installations. This is a whole nother installation of WordPress, because in order to do this, I'm going to have to switch. All right, let's go to, all right, here's the scenario. You want to make a page password protected. All right, so let's go to the quick edit button. And here in WordPress, not Elementor, we are in WordPress. I'm going to put ABC123 as the password. And this page called, what is this, the About page? Yes, the About page is going to be password protected. Now, the next question is the About page in the menu? We'll hit Update. All right, now I'm going to go back to Elementor. Nope, we're going to templates. We're going to the theme builder, and I just want to check the header. Header. The About page is there. Okay, so that's good. So we want to get out of the theme builder. So I've created a page called About. You probably wouldn't want to put a password on it, but I'm doing that anyway. Ooh, got to finish up at 8 minutes. All right, so here's the problem. Let's go to Pages, All Pages, right click, open a new tab, Pages. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the home page, and I'm going to edit with Elementor, open in a new tab. We're going to open up the home page, and we're going to preview the page. All right, and I'm going to hit the eyeball down here for preview changes. There it is. Okay. Pop. Okay, there we are. Now, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to click on the About page. You and I both know that I set the About page to have a password. We're going to pray that it works. Okay, hold on. Let me just click. Yeah, this isn't working. Hold on. Oh, don't you love it when your stuff... I don't want to download. Hit cancel. Oh, hit cancel one more time, please. Okay. Why is this not working? Because I'm looking at a preview that has cache involved. Okay. And I'm still in the back-end version of... So hold on just a second. I'm going to hit /about. And let's just hope that works. Yes. Okay, here we are. Now I'm going to click in the field. Oh, what? It's actually working now. ABC123. That is interesting. It wasn't working the other day. Okay, not now. Boys and girls, monkey uncle, what's going on? Interesting. So someone was asking me about password protecting a web page, and they had a password manager installed in their browser. They had Dashlane, that's one. 1Password is another, a Chrome plugin. And I use LastPass. And what was happening was that let me go back to, local/go. What was happening was the plugin, the password fill-in field, master password manager plugin, was blocking the ability to type into the password field. Let me just do this one more time because I just want to make sure it's working. So if you are having a problem, because see, I've already logged in and it's got the cookie. So if you are having a problem with clients who you have set a password field on a particular page on a WordPress site, and you click and you can't type inside of the password field, for whatever reason, it's working now that I can type in the field. But a week ago, I don't think, because it was happening on 2 different password manager plugins for the browser. I don't know if Chrome had an update that fixed it or WordPress had an update and fixed it. But if you have a client that can't type in a password field, or you're getting users who's saying, I'm trying to type in a password to this password protected WordPress page and I can't type in the field, it's because of the Chrome plugin for a password manager. So I don't know why it's working on this installation, this browser, because it wasn't working before. I had a client and they had the same thing happen. So anyway, that's what I'm going to wrap up the show with. I got 1 viewer. Thank you for stopping by. Just like and subscribe. If you like what you see, if you want me to cover a certain topic, write it down below in the chat. Give me a little love with a thumbs up, and I'll see you sometime next week. Y'all be good, and bye now.